ex broke up with me because apparently I'm a nice guy, and she just felt that she didn't deserve to be with somebody as nice as me. According to her, all her exes were toxic, and so her just being able to be in a relationship that's healthy and everything is okay was just different. And that's really crazy, that's crazy. When she texted me all this, I was shook. Like, I didn't even know what to make of it. The funny thing though about this, is when we first met, she would text me all these things like, "You're so cool. I don't even know how we ended up together. I never thought I'd ever date a person who's as cool as you." I didn't even know her that much. We didn't even know each other. But we were working together, and from the way she perceived me, like at a distance, that image of me is probably what she fell in love with. But as we all know, not until you actually get to know a person and talk to them, everything you make of them in your mind is just a lie. It's a false reality. One of the things that I've actually gotten to discover over the past years and over my last relationships is that the biggest contributor to relationships ending is vulnerability. Most times than not, for every relationship that I ever actually felt like I could actually be vulnerable with my partner, they just ended up not lasting. It's like getting vulnerable with your partner as a guy is just something that gives them the ick, and they don't consciously know it, because there's been times when my partners forced me to just be more open and all that. And it took me a while to try and open up about a few things. I don't even know how to open up even now, but every time I tried it, it's just messed up everything. And I feel like this is what happened with this girl. And this is what made me realize that the reason why relationships right now don't last is because we lack vulnerability. I remember when we were teenagers, we would always ask each other, during the talking stage, like, what are your weaknesses? What are your strengths? And, like, we would tell the person your weaknesses. And the whole reason we were learning somebody's weaknesses wasn't because we would use them against them, but it was just us trying to actually learn something that would help us impress them. If they have a certain weakness, we try to show up for them, and just make them feel like somebody actually cares. And I feel like that's something that lacks in today's modern day of relationships. It's like we try to compensate for our weaknesses instead of actually trying to improve and be vulnerable enough. I think that's just the problem, because look at this. If you have a plant, you want to raise it, you want it to grow healthy, you actually need to know its weaknesses and its strengths. The strengths will help you just know, like everything that's good about it and whatnot. And the weaknesses are actually going to teach you or help you understand what's going to, like what makes it easily die. And it's the same thing with relationships. The more you actually get to learn about somebody's vulnerability, the more somebody opens up to you. That's just how, in my opinion, okay, I'll just say in my opinion, that's just how you can actually grow in a relationship, because you try to show up for them, you try to, be there for them, you help each other grow. But if you can't open up and you're always compensating, that's just the whole thing why you end up in a relationship where you don't know what happened, but you just fell out of love with your partner. I think we just need to do better, you know, because right now it's like really hard to be in a relationship. I saw some statistics saying a lot of people are single now, and I just feel like nobody feels like they're adequate, like they're enough, you know. That's just a problem, you know.